Okay. Whew. We are back. Oops, hold on. We're back for a couple hours. 2 to 3 hours or so, I would say. I had to watch the series of League Worlds quarterfinals. Sad to say, the team that I wanted to win did not win, but they were honestly the most fun team left at the World Championship that I had to watch it. And I ate. I ended up spent more money again. Got Jack in the Box. I was hungry, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of addicted to their like cookies and cream coffee. It's like pretty good. But yeah. Let's continue with this quest line that we have here. So I went ahead and while we were gone, I made a video about my early impressions of this game, posted it to my YouTube channel. We'll see if it gets any traction or not. Sometimes they do. Like I was shocked. My dispatch video has like 200 views now, which for me, for like a view that's just like a playthrough, that's a lot. I do have a decent amount of videos that have, you know, in the thousands of views, but they're like my weird tier list videos. Anyways, let's continue with this.
Investigator.
That is I. I actually didn't even finish all the food that I ordered.
Circumstances proceed toward intended results.
It is difficult for me to tell how strange Alva's situation is relative to anything else within the Order. It all seems equally inexplicable.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Very true. Double day.
Yes, suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
I'm ready to head that way, sure.
Oh. Well, I might have kept the item in question then. No matter. It should guarantee you remain motivated to see it through. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours. Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Actually trying to remember what I'm supposed to be doing here. Refinement logistics. Oops, wrong thing. I don't have a high security access card. Okay, well, I'm just gonna warp back. This is literally faster for me to do this. Of course, it's going to turn out that this person did not do it. God damn it. Can I make that jump? Wait, where the hell actually am I? Oh, because I came up through the side. I got you.
You're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded. Zeranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Yay.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. I am greatly... This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations, can't miss it, unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
I don't know what it is about this game, dude. I mean, I do know what it is about the game, but this game is literally like what I've been wanting to play. It's got the RPG elements. It's got all the things that I wanted, dude. I think for me, the only thing that could have made this game better for me is if it was more like actual future sci-fi, like thinking like Mass Effect aesthetic or something. But that's like it, man.
Circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Because I definitely prefer the sci-fi over the fantasy. That's not to say I don't love the fantasy also, I do. Dragoon armor? She said it was right by operations.
Investigator.
Where is operations? Oh, it's this one.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
That's right. I didn't go over here. Essence of Vigor Kilo. Large heal over time, but adds a small amount of Zerinium poisoning. I was doing this one. Increasing up to 2 times that amount the closer you are to death. Maybe that's what I was using? Maybe that's what I was using. Literally even just going from menu to out of menu. Crazy.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Hold on now. We should really discuss what you found, not rush headlong into making a verdict.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
Is Commander not a cool enough moniker? What about the Scallywag? No?
Nope.
I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
Uh-oh.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it.
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Definitively determined maybe a stretch?
I don't know what you found, but any so-called evidence was likely laid there for someone to discover. By a party with years spent in hiding. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Rip.
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. What a nice and thoughtful thing to say, dear. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Search away, Commander. I shall keep an eye on the weapon hand of our new compatriot.
I have a feeling she's going to join our party. I have a feeling we're going to get Marisol. And if we do, It's gonna be her and Tristan. It's gonna be my party, dude. Ooh. Oh. Toxic effluvium repository. I don't know what that means. From Abbott Newell. Ooh, don't tell me. It's him.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
Okay, it's a toxic effluvium repository. I have no idea where that is. Oh. I said we were going to be coming here. These environments and these set pieces are just pretty damn cool to me. Okay, so that's what the Dragoon armor looks like. It's like a... I'm actually shocked how tired I feel, considering I'm just downing caffeine.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Xyranium ray. There's a plasma gun, baby. Poisons organic targets with xyranium, causing them to take progressively more damage from this weapon. Auto mechanicals will take no damage and instead become overcharged, gaining speed and power. Gotta be very careful about that. Cooperate with the Earth Directorate agent insofar as does not lead back to us, and that further failure would be met with severe consequences.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue.
Now she's gonna want to join
Been
us.
trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
Yes.
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Affirmative. Engaging standby protocols.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
That's always sus. I guess I'm just gonna go to the N-ray. Shoot, I can't fast travel, huh? Nope. Damn it. I gotta actually leave this area. That freaked me out for a second.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts. May fate and fortune converge.
Okay. Yeah, it's the last... Oops. I think I might, since I'm only going to be on for like another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours or so, instead of going to the end range. Actually, hold on. I have to do her thingamajiggies. Occasionally toss a small portable capacitors near you. Walking over them automatically activates them, restoring gadget energy. Attacking them causes to explode. Yes. Merciless now affects an area around the target, applying it effects to all nearby enemies. That also sounds very good. And next level, we get to do some more stuff. Cool. I need to explore... Shit, I actually should explore all this stuff. But I think it's saying I might get more potential information if I talk to the abbot again. So let me go do that.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and order defecting, there's no putting this sprat back into the camp.
Cloister is looking pretty good right
I thought I saw the name of somebody else.
Arcadia's doomed. Plain and simple.
Oh, it was this guy.
I miss my sprats.
That's nice.
The paradigm is a self-centered derivative take on the brand.
Welcome back. I assume you're not here for that debate. Anything I can do to assist you? Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will. No updates on anything I can do to assist you? Oh, of course. What would you like to discuss? But we are providing for them. As best we can, given our limited resources. Turning them away would be an act of far greater cruelty. Apart from providing them sustenance, shelter, and scientific ministry, you mean? Need I remind you, Arcadia is at war. This is what war looks like, I'm afraid. The Order is operating within a very reasonable framework to provide as much aid as it can. Alexandra Monastery is a place of sacred study, advancing our understanding of the plan. We cannot jeopardize that vital work all for the comfort of a few. I haven't the wish to debate you on this any further. Please, let us move on to less controversial topics.
Ass.
Please, not so close. I'm aggregating vital, time-sensitive data, and your perpetual motion is distracting.
What caused the schism between the
Okay. Let's go ahead and just, like, explore
Don't tell me you're
areas.
one of those. Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Let's go see this. Go see what that is, yo. Actually, while I'm thinking about it. Damn, this thing's huge! Alright, I need to kill something. Must have been here already. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is where I got ambushed. I remember that now. Alright, we'll see how these drone this works against the spiders.
Go for torpification. Not feasible in my current state.
Report, Commander. I am primed to punish. Assist me, will you? My destiny is made on both of us.
Gonzalez. What's up? Is that a Silk Song icon, it looks like? Personally, I am loving the game. But I'm going to be a little biased. This is literally my go-to genre of games. I'm just a little picky, though, but yeah. Loving the game. If you like the first Outer Worlds, this one is just better. It feels much more like Obsidian's take on like a Fallout. I only played the first one time, and I played it when it very first came out. So I honestly don't remember too much, other than I do remember the worlds, the levels, the characters. All of that was good. The writing, everything. I thought that was all great. But I remember distinctly the one thing that I always felt wanting in that game was that I felt that the RPG mechanics and the loot and item systems were really basic and bare bones to the point that I didn't even really want to call the game an RPG. This game has very heavy RPG mechanics. Because the one thing in the first game I remember distinctly was there was very few different types of weapons, and all you did was just keep upgrading the same weapon. Or I mean, not necessarily the same weapon you upgraded, but you would get like Rifle 1, Rifle 2, Rifle 3, Rifle 4. And it's just literally the same weapon, just better damage. This game, there is a fuck ton of items and stuff. You have 2 pieces for armor. You have your headpiece and your your full body piece. You can have up to 4 weapon slots depending on how you spec your character and things like that. There's quite a few different melee weapons. I currently have a hammer. This is the machine gun. This is my first like plasma ray gun that I just got. Assault rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, heavy rifles, bolt action rifles, pistols, revolvers, staves. There's like daggers, swords, regular pistols. There's other stuff too. This is all the ammo type. So there's different weapons for all this stuff. Then there's like shock damage, fire damage, frost damage, poison damage, or they call it corrosive or whatever. And then there's also like, I think it's caustic. And then xyrinium, I think, is the poison. So that might be like 5 different damage types. Then everything can be modded as well through the mod system. I mean, see, I don't mind a dialogue fest, which is why, you know, I still played through all of the first Outer Worlds. I did not play the DLC. I didn't like the game that much.
None shall stand against us. Our judgment has
Combatants. Amplification in progress.
Oh, he's not dead. I'm about to die, though.
Target analyzed. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
I'm a sucker for melee.
It seems the Order was unprepared to receive refugees in the sheer numbers they have.
I didn't mean to click on them.
Theories cannot stand against the cruel facts of reality. But it is the refugees that arrest my attention more than their would-be handlers. Any who leave the Protectorate fold deserve punishment. Only through loyalty can we end further suffering, not by surrendering to our foes. Would that all subjects were as devoted as I. My feelings aside, I shall not judge them, owing to our bargain. But I cannot promise my duty shall not win out in the future.
I don't think I did any melee in the first game. I'm pretty sure I did play mostly guns. Did the first game have the flaw system? I want to say it had the flaw system, right? Or like, you basically, anytime you do something too many times in the game, you're given these flaws or mutations. There's like a massive drawback and like a small positive. The negative is generally bigger than the positive. Okay, yeah. But if you build out the flaws properly with your builds, you know, hopefully it's obviously going to benefit you in the long run more so. Building my character has been a little challenging because I took a flaw that every time I level up, I can only level up my lowest level skill points or whatever I have the lowest skills in, not counting anything at 0. So I have to like balance everything when I'm leveling up. Oops, that marker since I've been here. Yeah, like in Fallout, I mean, like that game, you know, I'll use it as a comparison since obviously it has guns and stuff too. I generally preferred using like the axes or a good sword, if possible. But I would always carry at least one, you know, ranged weapon. Ideally, you know, like a sniper or something like that. Something for very long range. And that's my ultimate plan for this build as well, is to be mostly all like carry 3 melee weapons and like a good sniper rifle. Yeah, Gonzalez, that's what it does, yeah. So I get an extra point per level. And hey, hold up. Hold up! What's going on, dude? Thanks for self-rating. I thought about, for funsies, taking the, there's a flaw that you have to literally, once you take that flaw, you automatically take every other flaw for the rest of the game. You automatically have to accept every flaw. I forgot what the positive was. There was a positive to it. I want to say it was like damage and defense or something like that. Just like raw, you know, like your raw stats were better. But I can't remember that, and that could be wrong. I was just like, you know, as fun as that sounds like a second playthrough type of thing, not for a first playthrough. Because I feel like the RPG mechanics are definitely much deeper in this game. I can easily see myself playing this again for sure. And I don't even feel like I'm halfway through, even though I have about 30 hours in. Dude, there's some crazy flaws. I want to see, can I look up and actually see what I took? Oh yeah. Consumerism. I believe this is the one that I saw posts that you get, this flaw appears only if you bought the advanced access. Which is hilarious. Vendor prices are 15% less, but I also only gain 10% less value for selling. I figured, okay, that's technically a net 5% plus. Over prepared, that's right. Higher magazine size, but lower damage when a magazine is empty. Oh yeah, easily distracted. That's the one I was talking about. Hermit. So I did this. Vendor prices are literally doubled, but I already had consumerism, so it's not quite doubled. But then I also get a 25% chance to break down items for double items. Treacherous seemed pretty good. I have lower base health, but because I wanted to be melee, I wanted to kind of focus on stealth as well, if I could, since there's like stealth attacks and things like that. I took Luddite because the negatives is for your gadgets, which I almost rarely ever use. Oh yeah, 100% sneak attack is huge. So it's crazy because I've found myself having difficulty in fully understanding when I'm doing sneak attacks, because if I'm high enough level above the target, I actually get a prompt for sneak attack. So I press, because I'm playing mouse and keyboard, I press F, will pop up, and it'll just insta-kill the target. But a lot of the times it doesn't have that, and instead I get, it'll show me on their HP bar how much damage I'll do by doing a stealth attack, which is a lot higher than a normal attack. And, you know, I get massive crit bonuses and things like that too. Crit chance and crit bonus, so a lot of times that's even more damage than that. But yeah, I've been trying to build around that. But I did take guns as well, so I have to level up guns in melee and stealth. I don't have a choice. Let's go check out these buildings. I haven't been over here. I haven't explored this area too much, this map. This is the second map in the game. The first one was pretty large. I think it took me about 15 hours to get through it. Maybe more than 15 hours. But I did everything except there was one thing I didn't finish, but that's because it was like a collectible quest. Oh, what is that? Oh, never mind. That's literally this. Huh. Well, see, that's the thing. There's perks as well for stealth gun attacks. There's absolutely perks for that. And then perks for, you know, doing more damage, obviously, at far range, and obviously reverse, doing more damage with guns at point blank range.
Friendly outbound, hold fire.
Friendly outbound, hold fire, over. But yeah, I took the guns early because I didn't know if I was going to play melee.
Adversary vulnerabilities.
Oh shit, I just whiffed. I'm about to die, I'm about to die. I am playing on the hardest difficulty. Which I don't remember in the first game. But when I was playing yesterday, somebody had asked me about it. That if this difficulty feels very spongy. When you select the difficulty in this game, it only says that the enemies just do more damage. Because I feel like enemies die fairly quickly. I'm hoping more game devs realize that just inflating HP is not a good way to artificially increase game's difficulty. But people were telling me that the first game, it absolutely became very spongy on harder difficulties. Which doesn't surprise me, a lot of games do that. Completely different game, but like, I'm also playing through Ghost of Yotei at the moment. Like, I love lethal. You know, you die in one hit, enemies die in one hit. You know, it's... To me, it's amazing. I absolutely love that difficulty. I need to figure out how to get over there. Okay, so it's damage and HP. See, I don't know. It may be HP in this game. I don't know. But I've never felt like the enemies were spongy. I've never felt like they've been spongy. I literally just repeated myself like I'm a fucking McDouble commercial. They die pretty quick. But they do a fuck ton of damage. I have died plenty of times. I really like the environments in the game. It's very obvious that it's the same studio that made Avowed that came out this year. Because a lot of the environments look very similar. Or in terms of like color palettes and things like that. Get in the grass, get in the grass, get in the grass. Shit. See, it was showing the purple bar is supposedly shows how much damage I'm gonna do, but I must have crit him because I still killed him in one hit.
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
This hammer is so sick. Not only does it do plasma damage, I just realized, is my game really dark? I just looked at my my screen on OBS. It looks really dark. Why is that? Why does it look so dark? Because it's nowhere near this dark on my screen. What does this look like? I mean, I guess? I don't know. No, because we're daytime. Because the game has day-night cycle, too. Yeah, no. Because it's even dark in my OBS. No, it was never this dark. Because I was streaming earlier, too. I always upload my VODs to my YouTube channel afterwards, so I always kind of like skim through my VODs to make sure like my audio's okay and everything. So I do have audio issues. That's actually the main reason why I do it. Randomly, my OBS will just like start crashing out on audio, which sucks. Definitely was not this dark. I mean, I feel like I guess it still looks okay, but yeah, no, it's definitely not supposed to be this dark. Very, very strange.
Friendly outbound, hold fire.
I do not know what that is. Critical component that allows auto docks to turn raw materials into medicines and tissue. This is under my quest items? Very confusing. Is there nothing else here? No, there's literally there's a building up there. Is there a way I can go up? I mean, I suppose that could just be aesthetic. That seems really weird, because then there's that up there. Oh no, that's the tram thing. That's what all that is. Okay, maybe I can't go up there. I know what that is now. Unless I go up from there? And you can like go up this? Maybe? Alright. Where there's a will, there's a way. Especially because some dude's saying that. In the wise words of Goku, where there's a will, there's a way. Oh shit, this is Mantawas land. I hate these guys.
Unleash my might upon them.
Oh, you can't destroy these.
Standing by to stupefy.
Take.
Standing by to stupefy. Not quite sure how I feel about. You want to know what it is? What I realized when I'm looking at it, it looks like HDR is on. But I don't play with HDR. But then it looks, that's what it looks like in my OBS. Because I'm looking at my weapon. And like a lot of it looks like the saturation is like amped up. I suppose not. It's just weird. It's really weird. Because it definitely didn't look like this earlier today. Alright, let's see what this all is. Better save. Lest I die. Alright, I guess there's no going up there. Game making me believe that you can. Oh, this isn't even the area that I thought I was at. I thought it was right. Okay. Very strange though that they would have mobs up here. If there's literally nothing up here. I don't know what it is with modern games. It's very popular in modern games for them to make like desert type terrains and planets or whatever environments. It's very popular. 9 times out of 10, I can't stand it. But I already played Death Stranding 2 a few months ago when it came out. And it actually looked amazing. And then, like, aesthetically, this looks pretty good. I didn't really care for the desert-looking map in Avowed. It was my least favorite for sure. Okay, I don't think I've been over there. Have I? Alright, I'm gonna try something. Let me get a quick save. That F5. See, this is where it's like, if you were an if you were a dev, you would just like randomly put like some hidden shit up here. Because who the fuck is gonna come over here? Yep, dead. Damn it. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get down. See, somebody's saying that though. Oh. No, it's these guys down here. That's right. This is the trench for like the wall. Like that's what this whole area is here. These are trenches. Oh, there's some foil here. Oh, my bad, my bad. You Souls player too, huh? I need me a good Souls game, man. I mean, I say that when the Lies of P DLC was already this year, and I was god tier. It sucks because when it comes to Souls games, I was introduced to Dark Souls with Dark Souls 2 in 2014. One of my best friends, or at least we had, very similar taste in games. He was like, dude, you should play this game. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be amazing. Obviously, I fell in love with it and went back and played Dark Souls 1. Played Dark Souls 3, and I've played all of these many, many times. I've played through each Souls game at least probably like 10 times. It probably is my least favorite, but that's like saying an 8.5 out of 10 is my least favorite out of a whole franchise of games. You know, out of a series of games. That's still incredible. You know. And I still say to this day Dark Souls 2 had the best PvP out of all of them. It had the best PvP. Of course, maybe I say that because my friend got me into it really heavily, but I don't know. But I mean, I did a lot of PvP in Dark Souls 3 as well, and I just did not like it. Oops, wrong button. I'm trying to go here. Dark Souls 1, really? That's a lot of people would say Dark Souls 1 is their favorite. For me, I used to say it was my favorite. If we're talking strictly Souls, I would say it's probably Dark Souls 3. Because I think Dark Souls 3 is so perfect in the way that, I mean, it takes you back to Dark Souls 1 zones. And the culmination of you are literally fighting the final boss. Slave Nightingale is the final boss. I don't know. Good God. So this is one thing that freaks me out in this game, is that even when the enemies are dead, it's just because you're like in their area, it still makes like the creature noises, and it freaks me out sometimes. Yeah, no, I love anything From Software puts out, I eat up like crack, dude. See, the funny thing is, though, for me, like, my favorite game of all time is Bloodborne, and a lot of people give me shit about that. My most viewed video on YouTube is I made a tier list of all the not FromSoft, but just all Souls and Souls-like games. At least at the time. This was before. This was maybe like a year and a half ago. I did that or so. And so I have Bloodborne at the top. So many people are like, Bloodborne is like C tier at best. Bloodborne's mid. Bloodborne's. I'm like, guys. Is it a perfect game? Like, perfect? There's no such thing as a perfect game. But, my God. Oh, absolutely. You know, it's so stupid that it's locked on console. You know, and it's a reason why I haven't played it in quite a while, is because I can't really play games at 30 FPS anymore. I just can't. Dude, I don't know how to get over there. I already cleared this whole zone out, so it's definitely not here. But my second favorite game by them is Sekiro. Like, I rank Bloodborne and Sekiro above Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. And Demon Souls. And that's, and again, it's like saying, you know, my least favorite out of all their games is Dark Souls 2. And I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Which is still, like, amazing. You know? Oh, I see. Because really the only Souls-like game by like another company that I feel like is actually like legitimately like really good is Lies of P. I mean, that being said, Lies of P is so good that I actually think it's better than some of the FromSoft games, but... Oh shit. But I mean, then there's games like I still enjoy The Surge and The Surge 2. I actually think those are great. You know, are pretty good games. I was about to say great. They're not great. They're good. The most recent iteration of Lords of the Fallen, I actually liked it a lot. I'm not sure I'm gonna really want to play Lords of the Fallen 2 because Lords of the Fallen 2 is going. They're taking like the creepy horror factor that the first game had a little bit and going to the max on this one. They're like, no, this game's just going full on body horror, all this like grotesque shit. Like way more than the first one. Got behind the control? Really? Lies of P, it controls very much just like Bloodborne, actually. I know there is a small group of people that don't like Lies of P because they feel like it's not a Souls-like. They feel like the game is just straight up copying FromSoft. And that it's, you know, borderline plagiarism. I need to kill this guy. Come on out.
Unfriendly nearby.
No shit. Boink. Oh yeah, I see there's another guy here. Bonk. Really? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a hard game, especially the DLC. It's just a hard game. But, yeah, if you can't parry, there ain't no way you're going to be able to beat that game.
At your word, I shall charge. Moving into Brayden.
Not ready for that. I'm probably one of the few people out there, and I know there are people who do agree with my take on this because I've seen it. However, I know I'm in a very small minority. I actually think Elden Ring, if we're... It's one of their worst games. It's not Dark Souls 2 bottom level. Like, I would still give Elden Ring a 9 out of 10. But it's like... I like Dark Souls 1 more. I like Dark Souls 3 more. I like Bloodborne more. I like Sekiro more. And a big part of why I feel like I don't like Elden Ring as much, don't get me wrong, I obviously still love the game. I have hundreds of hours in Elden Ring. But is that by going the open world route, they lost a lot of the magic of their previous games. And that is very meticulous and intricate level design. And being able to like weave and navigate the game world through that and making it feel believable of how the world is interconnected. And you do feel that sometimes when you're playing in, I guess they call them what, the legacy dungeons, like Stormvale Castle or whatever, or the hell's the castle in the DLC? Shadow Keep, or no, Black Castle? Black Keep? I don't know what it's called. Where you fight Mesmer. A pretty good dungeon, you know, they're pretty good, but then I always had the issue of in the open world is there's just so much of nothing. There's just too much nothing. Never been able to kill somebody with this dagger. It's got a really nice perk or like special ability on it, but this one says I will kill him. Oh shit.
Preservation a priority. No scraps. Hard to scrap. No adrena time. Head hurts bad.
Turn around, I went to...
I shall reduce...
I have no way to heal. The block of text. No, it's totally fine, dude. And I see what you're saying. Again, like I said, you know, when I'm saying like it's one of their worst games, it's, you know, I mean, I'm comparing it, I'm comparing Elden Ring to their other works. You know, if I'm comparing Elden Ring in a general sense of games, of like an open world RPG, deep RPG, it's one of the greatest games of all time. Like, you know what I mean? And there's no question. Like, you can't even make an argument that it's not. You know. But if you're comparing it, like I said, just amongst their own games, I mean, it's got some of the coolest bosses. It's got some of the first time. There's two moments in Elden Ring that I think, for me personally, I'll never forget in gaming, because it was just so jaw-dropping, like, oh my god. And that is, obviously, the first time you go to the underground, when you take the massive elevator to go to Siofra River, or whatever it's called, and you go down there, what are they actually called? Nokron and Nokstella. And the first time you enter the Lindell capital, it's incredible to me. And then in the DLC, and I'll say this, I actually think Shadow of the Erdtree, I could not believe it got nominated for Game of the Year as a DLC. So fucking stupid. I think it's like arguably the worst DLC they've ever made. It's got some good stuff in there. Because I was about to say, like, there's actually two areas in the DLC that I think are so gorgeous. And it's the areas when you go, I don't remember, I actually can't remember the name of the area. The blue flowers and the red flowers. It looks so good, like visually, it's incredible. But like, I thought the DLC sucked. Part of it is because the new gear that's in the DLC really only benefits certain types of builds. If you're like a heavy magic build, there's literally nothing for you in the DLC. Like nothing. I think the final boss, it's not technically a repeat, but it kind of is. Not really. You know, I get it story-wise. I think it's a shit boss. Mesmer, I think, is actually one of the best bosses in the whole game, period. And I like the dancing lion dude as well. Dawn Provocateur. Oh. You know what? I need to check this building out anyway. Let's just go here, whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, I'm excited to see what From Software has cooking next. Decommission an autonomous extractorium. Okay. I'll probably have to come here later.
Either they have squatters or their decorators should be shot. Or both.
Or both, who can say? The co-op Elden Ring DLC? The fuck is that? You can't possibly be talking about Night Rain since that's a separate game. Or did they make it an actual DLC for the arena thing? The 3v3 stuff? Or was that just an update? Yeah, if you're talking about Night Rain, yeah, it's a separate standalone game. But Night Rain's amazing. I have well over 100 hours in Night Rain. Very, very fun. But I think it's I partially like it because I also like Battle Royale games. Or at least I used to. Used to really be big into Battle Royale games. I was huge into the OG H1Z1, PUBG, Apex. And Night Rain is basically PvE Battle Royale, which is really strange, but it kind of works. I don't know. I think it's really, really fun.
There best be a stiff bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel.
I believe I hear a cultist lying in ambush. Truly low, planning such in a place of rest such as this.
He's in the toilet. He has to be in the toilet. Right?
Oh no!
Yep.
No!
You alright? You alright, buddy?
No, I'm really not. There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it's... Why didn't I wash them first?
Did he touch himself? Go to the bathroom with Xyranium, which is like poison.
Thanks for the preposterously laden vice. How about you leave me to endure my pulpy penury in peace? Oh, why won't it stop burning?
I wouldn't visit a punishment such as this upon even the worst criminal elements.
Ooh. Like that. Give me that toss ball. That's too funny. So Borderlands 4 came out this year, not long ago. I never played 3 because it just seemed way too over the top. I didn't even really care for the humor in Borderlands 2, but I did play the game because it still had really good mechanics, I thought. I was going to play Borderlands 4. I even bought it and played it for like an hour and a half, and then I ended up refunding it. Not because I didn't like it, but because the performance was not good. That, you know, I know that is like the #1 complaint as well. But I've just never really cared that much for Borderlands humor. I've always liked the humor like in Fallout games or Outer Worlds. I think the humor in these games so much better. So much more like my type of speed. Damn, lockpick skill 12? Holy shit. Or the Extractorium exterior door key. There's a lot of enemies in there. Okay, so maybe that guy has it. Oh wait, was there an auto dock? That's not an auto dock symbol. I need healing badly. I think it's gonna be really hard for me to replace this weapon.
Cowards! You've never bested me without subterfuge! Unhand me, and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Ooh, never played Borderlands. Okay. A lot of people really like 1 and 2. Like I said, I don't really care for the humor in the game, but at least Borderlands 2, and from what I'm little bit that I played of 4, mechanically and gameplay wise, it's a really good. It's like a looter shooter, but it's got heavy RPG elements too. The game is a very heavy RPG. It's like, I guess it's closest thing would be kind of like Destiny or something. Very similar to like Diablo style, but it's a first-person shooter. Nice. I know it's kind of blasphemous. I don't generally read a lot of these things in here. I'll skim read them really, really fast. But like the Fallout games, if there's anything that's like really important, you automatically get the stuff. You do just have to click it. But sometimes then you'll, if you're, if you've read like some passages in some terminals, when you do dialogue options, it'll pop up that you've like, ooh, you learned this information, here or whatever. So you can now have different dialogue choices. It's very, very nice. But again, I know, kind of blasphemous that I don't actually read everything. All right. There's a fuck ton of enemies in here. Now I see why this weapon is so fucking insane. So the thing about this dagger, its unique ability, not only after I get a kill, I get 20% damage, and crouch movement is increased. Footsteps get like more silent and stuff. So good. I forgot I have this too. So Cyberpunk's different. Cyberpunk's a game of a generation, dude. It's so crazy. So I'm one of the people that even on release 1.0, I actually had a good time with Cyberpunk. mainly because I was blessed. I didn't have like any of the bugs or any of the issues that most people had, other than the fact that the game just wasn't optimized very well. So I was playing the game, at the time I had like a beast of a computer, like best money can buy basically. And I had to basically run everything at like medium high settings. But then I finally played, I played through again just a couple months ago because I finally decided to play Phantom Liberty. Figured I had like a month before any new games came out that I was really interested in playing. And I'm like, oh my god, all the changes they made, the game runs super smooth. And, you know, on my current computer now, I can play the game on max, literally everything, and I'm getting god tier FPS. Game looks fucking gorgeous. And Phantom Liberty is... I've still been debating for a long time. Now, if we're just talking all games and not like FromSoft games, right? My favorite DLC of all time has always been Blood and Wine from Witcher 3. I feel like that DLC is just god tier. Right? It was a really good comeback story. I mean, no comeback story is going to be better than No Man's Sky, but... And I don't even play No Man's Sky. But yeah, it was very good. And then, yeah, like I said, playing Phantom Liberty, man. Idris Elba just... His character was sick, but the funny thing is that he's the biggest name that was added to the DLC, because now, you know, they had Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba. But the person that played Sumi, Songbird, was incredible. Because I feel like she was actually like the main character of the DLC. So this game still lacks in one department that it doesn't do very well, whereas like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 does very well. Oh shit. Not quite aggro, but pretty damn close. So the game does have this system where like they'll find bodies and they'll kind of, you know, the aggro. But KCD2 is so much better about the NPC AI, about like searching for you and like tracking you and things like that. It's so good. I'm always commending KCD2 about so many things, and yet I still haven't finished the damn game. Phantom Liberty ending made you cry? Well, what ending did you do? I don't know how many different... I think there was like 7 different endings, but I don't know how many of them were really that different. I think a lot of them were very similar. Just like a... So... My ending, Songbird dies. Well, I essentially kill her because that was her wish. And, because there's the big turning point in the story, right? When you go to meet with the leader of the dudes over in Dogtown, that you could either try to I made an enemy of Sumi. That was my original thing. So then at the end of the game, I tried to, like, you know, whatever. She asked me to kill her, so we unplugged her or whatever. Oh, you did all the endings? Yeah. I just did the one, and then I just, after I finished it, I watched a couple. But, Idris Elba character just walks away at the end. It definitely was a really sad ending. And like I said, and it was towards that very ending stuff that's what like sold me on, like, dude, the actor for Sumi was so good, like way better. Like Idris Elba was just Idris Elba, you know, he's fine, he's good, but it's like, whew. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't play KCD2, man, because KCD2 is literally just KCD1, but 10 times better in every aspect. It's KCD1, but just better. Oh. My god, my own dude scared the shit out of me. There's literally a guy right there at the top of the stairs. So, I knew that had to be the case because I remember when the game came out, just like with the Witcher stuff, essentially. Well, I don't know if really about the Witcher stuff. I don't know. But the game came out and they had pretty much had said that the game takes place before the end of the main story. So it's like, well, clearly he's not going to get cured. Hell yeah, motherfucker.
I'll skin your faces off one by one if you don't let me out of here!
I do believe a cultist is attempting to kill us with her words.
Release me now, you traitors! I'll spare anyone who frees me. The rest will...
Ooh, my hack's not high enough. Damn. I could poison the whole bottom floor. It's probably good that I don't, though. Oh, yes. I can definitely see that for sure. Yeah. I was saying this during my most recent run of Cyberpunk. Though, as amazing as Cyberpunk is, I still think I prefer Witcher 3, but I think it's partially because I'm just biased towards the fact that I'm not a huge fan of the Cyberpunk setting. I know that sounds crazy. I love sci-fi, and I love certain elements of sci-fi setting. And this is just me personally, and it's not that I have anything against this stuff. I'm not really big on hypersexualization in stuff, and I know that's just a part of the Cyberpunk setting. And I'm not really big on like how commonplace like body modifications are. To me, it just feels very, I don't know, it feels tacky in a way. Like, I love the fact that there's like I love like futuristic 80s vibe. Like 80s synthwave vibe. I love like the color palette and the lightings and that kind of stuff. I love that. I love the fact that the game is first person. I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people hate first person games. Great thing about this game, you can play in third person in this game. And it actually looks pretty good. I just prefer first. But the writing in Cyberpunk is just so damn good. I still think my favorite quest line is the it's the one about the guy the guy that you literally crucify him on TV. That quest line's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Architect's balls, that was a fine bit of killing. Oh, I must admit to a preference for more mayhem with my murder. Can't believe those traitorous miscreants locked me in here. Thankfully, seems there's still plenty left for me to sharpen my blade on. Unless that arbiter you've got in tow is here to judge me.
Really?
In that case, I can start my killing right here.
I've as many qualms killing deranged cultists as I do plucking blades of grass. But I shall withhold judgment until you try my patience.
Yeah, I guess.
Your friend's a lot more fun than most arbiters. What about you? Care to join the fun?
See, like for me, one of my least favorite side quests is probably the one with the guy, the farm, where he's like farming the people. I hate that quest. I mean, I don't hate it, you know, but it's definitely towards my least favorite. And I will say too, not necessarily regards to like side quests and stuff. I love the whole opening and everything with I was about to say Nakatomi Tower. I'm like, fucking Die Hard. But that whole sequence when you see Saboru get killed, you know, the Arasaka stuff, that whole sequence is fucking amazing. Especially for like an early game thing. I absolutely love it. I think it's much better than what like Witcher 3's thing. But then again, Witcher 3's got some insane quests too, man. I mean, obviously anybody could bring up like the Bloody Baron stuff is incredibly nuts. Okay, anyway. What are we doing here? Oh. Top tier gamer to talk to? Hey, thanks, man. I love video games, dude. And specifically RPGs too. Now, whether that's, you know, like a Souls game RPG, I love those. I love these kind of RPGs. I love CRPGs too. Obviously, like Baldur's Gate 3, Divinity Original Sin, the Larian games. I love Owlcat games. I've played both Pathfinders. I didn't finish Wrath of the Righteous. I need to play Rogue Trader because Dark Heresy is coming. So I need to play that. Yeah, appreciate the follow, man. And I do have to say, like, I just stream when I'm not at work. I had 3 days off this week. I go back to work tomorrow, so I generally don't stream on the days that I go to work. So a lot of times I'm only usually streaming 2 days a week. But I almost always will stream after work my Friday, which is Sundays. But sometimes I pop in, you know, so. Okay.
I should probably warn you my blade work turns most folk queasy, but then again, they're usually expecting to be next, so that could be affecting their demeanor. There is another way we could go here. There's a terminal over there controls the ventilation system. Shut down the fans and Zeranium gas will build up downstairs. Everyone down there would die horribly. Not as fun as the blade, but a lot more efficient. You want to go that direction, you'd need to be able to hack the system, though.
I already looked at it. I can't do it. Like CBP. Not sure for Cyberpunk? Okay, I was like, wait a minute. What kind? What? I've never seen that as an abbreviation for cyberpunk. Usually somebody will just say CP. CP, or at least put in the 2077.
Excellent. Let the killing commence.
Kill all the glorious on cultists. Okay, I know there's a couple left. You don't like to like the same games as your friend? Why is that? That's kind of weird. You would think you'd want to like the same games as your friend. Oh, I need whatever that is. That looks like... I can't see what the mod does. It doesn't tell me what that mod does. Oops. And I can only see what's in there because I have a perk that allows me to see what's inside locked containers. I think there's like 2 dudes left. Yeah, those guys. I think they're the last ones.
Shall stand against
Vital critical.
Oh. Well, shit. What? Well, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. I probably just got one shot. Very, very likely for that to happen.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Oh, I think I know how I'm dying. I think they have like explosives on themselves or something like that. Must be. I would have loved to be able to kill these guys stealthily, but I can't because this fucking NPC is just like YOLO. It's the poison. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight him ranged. That's just what I gotta do. I gotta fight him ranged. And this is why I have to always still have a ranged weapon, because sometimes melee is just not possible.
Threat detected.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
May outpost them all. Full burn today.
Locking them down. Purification in progress.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Okay, there we go. We got him. Very nice.
appreciate the assistance. It's not every day I meet someone as readily familiar with wanton murder as myself. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Asa. You are?
What is a glorious dawn?
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught.
Okay, so another faction.
The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection.
No, you die.
None whatsoever. All I know is that they were planning on killing me by filling my room with zeranium gas. I was here to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonder of the rifts. There is one other thing. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price, though maybe with more disemboweling. Your violent tendencies could be of great help to me there, as I'm sure mine could be of service to you. If you deign to take me on, of course.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing that will live to regret. But it seems like you
Another
already have
party
full
member. Let's
contingent with you.
go. All right, Marisol, you mind go back to the ship?
Of course. Not sure it's wise to allow this maniac to join with us, though. Her sense of style notwithstanding. Rest assured, she crosses you, I'll kill her.
Ooh, I like you. I can tell we've lots to talk about.
I doubt that very much, dear.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill us some traitors.
Okay. Well, first, let me... Yeah, she's nuts. Do we want Tristan... His companion ability recharges considerably faster? Ooh, yes. Every third melee attack by Asa will automatically inflict stagger. Attempts to flank weak targets in combat. And just see what these other things are. Try to... So I don't think there's any respecking. I'm gonna go with... Well, if she's in my party, I do 50% more sneak damage. That's a hell yeah, brother. All right. So we're gonna go sneak. I think hack. And engineering. So then my next level has to be guns, observation, leadership. Okay, so that's pretty good. I mean, my dude looks pretty maniacal already as well. This fucking mask that I have, dude. Look at me. Look fucking nuts. Junk. Honestly, I'm never going to use these revolvers. I don't like revolvers. And I just realized I didn't find... I still need some stuff. Extractorium exterior door key. Oh.
Why does it burn so bad? There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it's... Why didn't I wash them first? Are you daft? Do you think I wanted to handle that muck? One of us had to do it. Just because I'm on the bottom rung doesn't mean you have to... Oh, why won't it stop burning?
I've got a much better way to end his suffering. Permanently.
What? No, that's not... Someone help me!
Oh. I was gonna still leave him in there. Oh yeah, so he would have had a door key as well. And make sure there's not something like laying on the ground. The key to that locker. Yeah, I need experimental storage locker key. Where the hell do I get that? Sometimes they hide shit, dude, like behind things. Not all the time, just sometimes. See, it's like, where could it be? It's gotta be somewhere. I don't think that would be something that wouldn't be in this building. Oh, there it is right there. Boo bada bang. There's a very early game, like, little secret that's super easy to miss, but if you get it... Woo! Okay, I need to see what this actually is. Okay, it's a marksman rifle, which is the same as... Yeah, that. Hitting a weak spot puts a doom counter on the target. When the doom counter expires, the target takes extreme damage. And I could put 2 add-ons onto it. Okay. There was a workbench, wasn't there? Whew. Yeah, but see, look at my melee. 575. Or for the dagger. So one-handed melee weapons do even more damage for stealth. I want the swords, but I haven't come across a sword yet, other than like the most basic default sword. we ain't got nothing. I still haven't looked at this building. See what's cool? It's because I went camo. Because I went camo, even though I didn't kill him, he doesn't register. I'm trying to remember. What do I have, though, that's giving me camo? I don't remember. Because it's not this weapon. Is it this? Or is it a perk? I guess it's got to be a perk I have. Maybe it's this? If you're crouched when an NPC starts investigating you, gain camouflage. Guess that's it? Huh. And then I have minus 13% awareness detection. And then just my big boy damage. The big bonk. Body found.
I'll find him. What's that? Got their bones. Get it to them.
Oh shit. Whoa. Okay.
Ha! Better go see.
Even through the armor, get fucked. You're easily surprised that you always trying to get the jump on the enemies. Getting caught leaves you open to damage for short. However, you are better still. Footsteps volume is reduced. 25% NPC reduced on awareness detection. Ooh, dude, that's tough. I think it's worth it. I think this one's worth it. So for 8 seconds, if I'm caught by an investigating enemy, all of my damage resistance and evasion is ignored. Fuck it. Just don't get caught. But it's also a huge stealth buff. Like, my stealth now is even way better. It's crazy. Yeah, the downside is, though, is that I believe that'll count even if I'm just going head straight into a fight where I don't even, like, if I just attack him first but not stealth, I think that still counts and I'll get the debuff probably. The thing that kind of sucks, though, is like it never shows on my screen like where debuffs or anything are like that, so I have no idea. I wish I knew why the game is so damn dark, dude. Like, it's so dark. I don't know why it's so dark. I literally did not change any settings. At least I don't think I did. You know what? This is one problem that I have with the game, and I wonder if it has something to do with my capture card, actually. Every single time I beat the game, it has to recompile shaders, and it resets all of my graphic settings. No, I usually have all this stuff on. This usually will, like, reset shit. Nope. That's still hella dark. Let me at least go back to windowed. That happens. What if I turn ray tracing on? That looks brighter to me in OBS. Does that not look brighter? Yeah? I mean, to me, it looks exactly the same. But I'm looking at my OBS window. Is that brighter? Well, you were saying it was good before. And I was looking at my OBS and I'm like, why the fuck is it so dark? Like, it literally looked like somebody just amped up the saturation. I want to just say your name is Lid Else. But I'm sure that's not what it is. How's it going? Skills am I running? I'm really mainly have been focusing now more into melee and sneak. But I definitely also took lockpicking and hacking very early. And I was using guns pretty heavily. And I took the flaw. I already forgot what it's called. No, easily distracted. So I have to basically run guns as well. But that's fine. When I play these kind of games with the melee build, I always like to still have a ranged weapon as well. Yeah, sometimes there's just certain situations that just call for having a ranged weapon. You know what I mean? Oops. It's totally the wrong button. Just trying to get over here. So I'm pretty, like, my skills are pretty spread out. It worked pretty well in the first map, but I'm now at a point in this map where, unfortunately, I have come across things that, even if it is a skill that I'm leveling up, it's not high enough because I have to always level up my lowest skills. Guns are melee. It's hard to say. The gunplay is really solid, and the melee is pretty solid. I think they're both really, really good. One thing that I always find, like in games like Fallout and stuff, is that usually melee is a lot harder to run. Because, I mean, the game's mostly designed as, you know, as for guns, as, you know. But even, like, when I play, like, Fallout, like, some of my favorite weapons is running, you know, like, axes, like heavy axes or something like that. But it's very limited, whereas there's usually, like, a lot of different types of guns. There's a lot of different types of melee weapons, too. You have, like, two-handed hammers, you have swords, you have daggers, you have staves, and like a scythe thing, although I think that it still swings just like a two-handed weapon. But like I said, the guns feel really good, too. It all feels good. Been here, right? Oh, no, I have not been here. God damn it. Fucked up.
Loading up! That wasn't intentional.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Okay, it was just two dudes. Whew. Got a little lucky there. Ding 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 ding. God damn it. Luckily it did no damage. Hey, I can disarm traps now. Or some of them. This looks like this is just gonna be spiders. Definitely hearing some shit. Yep, here we go. Ugh, I don't want to go back to work tomorrow, man. Work sucks. Or later today, whatever, same shit. Oh, are you kidding me? Whoopsie daisy. That's right. Loot that dung. I don't know how to get over here. I legitimately don't know how to get to that building. Because I think it's up there or something. This channel might enter Goku. Where there's a will, there's a way. How the hell is there just a random corpse right there? Ready to loot this guy? Nope. I looted that guy. See, it almost makes me think that with the double jump, I can make the run. Alright, let me go to where the, where this begins. Dude, how the fuck do I get over there? I gotta get on the other side of this shitty river, though.
Hey, Tristan. Or should I say, the famous Arbiter Rao.
If you seek to taunt me, know that my hammer has crushed the skulls of dozens like yourself.
See, that's just it. You act all high and mighty, but you're as scary to people as I am.
Wrongdoers fear me, most certainly. But loyal subjects admire me. I might go so far as to say I am adored, far and wide.
No, they're terrified of you. I should know. I grew up having nightmares of being judged unworthy.
You mean for doing something like, joining an insane religious cult?
You're dumber than you look. And that's saying something.
That's right, you know what? I never went to that building. Or to the back of this. Because I immediately went in here. Oh, shit. And I guess that's a good thing I came back. Oh, am I gonna get another mosaic piece? Yeah, because this is the tram location. Alright, so I'm gonna find out if there's a way I can just take this all the way out. Probably not, but, you know. Gotta see. The fuck? Save. Running. Sorry. Well, look at that, those bodies up here. Get myself a shockwave tossball stick. It's totally a body there. I see him on my radar. This is what I really need to find is what is making that noise. Oh shit. About to come out the woodworks now.
I am primed to punish.
Uh-oh, Commander's almost dead.
Maybe there's like a ship up there? Some kind of distress beacon? Oh, it's my suit. Sometimes I wonder what that robot sound is, but I forget when I get hit, there's a chance that my armor creates spider drones that explode. That's why when I die, it makes like a really loud explosion sound. This is crazy, because I wonder if this is even, like, eventually would be turn into, like, a quest, or if this is just all optional shit. Okay, go up, man. Going in. Oh, it's a mega mantisaur. Where the fuck is the bullets going?
punitive action. Your judgment has
Nothing not to hold a grudge.
I am loath to admit I
God damn it. Alright. Those little buggers. Those little buggers doing damage to me. That's what sucks about those wasp guys. They die really easy, but because of this difficulty, they do a hell of a lot of damage.
Ready to dispense judgment.
Damn it. Yeah. Alright, I think what I need to do is I just gotta go for the big guy. Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I need him to turn around. Got him. I just gotta deal with this trash. Let's go, son. Right, you gotta use guns against the manta pillars because they just run away when you get close. I still have no idea what those are for. I have a thing. That's what this is. I have no idea. Maybe it's later on. Or something. I don't know. But it's getting kind of late. It's 5:30 in the morning. Usually when I do these like later streams, I'm usually on for about this amount of time, 2 to 2.5. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. This game is great. Love it. I will not be on tomorrow. Might be on the next day? I don't actually forget what my work schedule is. Let me check real quick. Like. Okay, yeah, so I won't be on tonight or tomorrow morning after work, but I'll be on the following day after work. Alright. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you guys next time.